me.
We never made the argument that we're ethical.
No, it's an example.
So who determines what's ethical and not ethical?
You're atheist.
Yes.
No offense to you.
Yeah.
But your ethical standard isn't even a representation of most people.
It's not based in a book. No
offense to you, but like it's relevant. What you got to say?
Because I don't believe in God.
You have no moral compass, bro.
Okay, I think Chris more, but it's fine.
Oh, Chris took a hike.
Chris took a hike.
Nigga said I'm on here.
Yeah, okay. Where are we at here?
Next
okay. One. There's absolutely nothing ethical about a woman posting sexual content on OF.
To her it is.
Because she was saying that watching pornography on OnlyFans is more ethical than watching porn.
Yeah, how is that false though?
No, please. Please.
I think he means that pornography in itself is not ethical.
Can someone defend that point? If we don't have to,
We already did this one.
I mean, you think pornography is ethical?
Why wouldn't it be ethical? Why would OnlyFans be unethical?
Okay.
We did this.
If it's ethical, then why aren't you still a lawyer?
I am a lawyer.
No. Why aren't you still a practicing lawyer, right? At a firm?
Because I
why
quit.
did you quit your job? But why did you quit your job while doing OnlyFans?
Because I was making what I would make in a year and a month. That's literally the reason.
So it was 100% financial.
100% financial.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let's say you loved your job and you stayed there, right? And you were still doing the OnlyFans. Do you think they would have let you stay?
Be honest.
Probably not, no.
Yeah, you would have lost your bar.
Why is that?
Yeah, but they like the only people I'm probably more hireable than is you two. Like you guys are doing something more controversial than I am.
No, but why is that?
What do you mean? Why is that? Because just like you guys get canceled all the time, I don't think that's fair. I don't like you guys getting canceled.
Wait a minute. We're not in corporate America.
What do you mean?
You are. Or you were.
No, I were, and I chose to leave because
they go by ethical standards.
Yes.
And the standard is if you do OnlyFans, you're being cut. So
no, but so for instance, that's why. So
it's not ethical.
It's not. That's not ethical. So for instance, your bar, that's character and fitness. They don't allow. I disclosed it to character and fitness. They still said I could be a lawyer because it's not moral turpitude. Now, a firm may have different standards. Just like a firm wouldn't hire either of you because you guys get online and say terrible things about women, which is okay. And you guys are like, well, I don't want to work in corporate America. Same with me. I don't want to work in corporate America either. The standard is different. Or it's what you guys, ethics, by that metric, you guys are unethical.
So company ethics don't relate to.
What? So then you guys are unethical by that metric.
We never argued that we're ethical. You argued that you're.
I don't think it's unethical, and I don't think so. This is what I'm saying.
Nurses, teachers, they all get fired for being on OF.
Yeah.
So, I agree that it's not corporate standard. But what I'm saying is that doesn't mean it's unethical. Corporate world does not determine what's ethical and not ethical. That's an appeal to an authority, a weird authority at that.
They don't want somebody who represents their company doing that.
That's true. But I don't think that means it's unethical.
Okay, but you're the company. They look at you and they see the company. They don't want to see that for the company.
Unethical. Yeah. Who determines ethics?
They would fire you.
Who determines what ethics are? Who determines what ethics are? Why did the ABA tell me I can't be a lawyer then? Because you have to have good moral character. You have to pass character and fitness to be a lawyer. I pass character and fitness. My thing is this. Oh, now we're getting into like philosophy. Who determines what's moral and immoral? It's not corporate America, because by that metric, you guys are more unethical than me. I don't think that's who's determining.
We're not the ones arguing that OnlyFans is ethical.
Yeah,
you made that argument earlier.
I'm saying that yes, it is ethical because I don't know why it's not ethical. And your only argument is because corporate America said so. That's why it's unethical.
So again, you're arguing who determines that.
Yeah. Is it corporate? Okay.
The general public would argue that pornography is not ethical.
So this is an appeal to popular belief, which is a logical fallacy. Just because the world doesn't think this doesn't mean that it's unethical. You guys have to base your ethics in something. If you're just basing it on what people believe, then what you guys are doing is super unethical because most people don't agree with you guys. Does that mean you're wrong? No.
You left your law firm because you started OF.
So majority wins. So if we polled the whole country, you guys would. Does that mean you're wrong? No, because you're saying you're standing for the truth, even though the majority and woke America doesn't agree with you, right? That it doesn't mean you're wrong.
Getting fucked on camera versus being able to have uncomfortable conversations and tell people how the world really works, regardless of their feelings, are not the same.
I understand that, but to corporate America, no, the corporate America, if that's the metric, they would much rather hire me.
We never made the argument that we're ethical.
No, it's an example.
So who determines what's ethical and not ethical?
You're atheist.
Yes.
No offense to you.
Yeah.
But your ethical standard isn't even a representation of most people.
It's not based in a book. No
offense to you, but like it's relevant. What you got to say?
Because I don't believe in God.
You have no moral compass.
What do you mean I have no? So you're saying because you're automatically assuming I believe in more. If you guys want to go, they're really going to get annoyed if we get into a debate on morality and objective morality versus subject. I don't want to get into any of that.
You have no grounds to
where are your grounds? I'm asking you, what are your grounds for what's ethical and what's unethical? I'm asking you.
That's the whole point.
What's
to
your
a higher
guns?
power. You have none.
Is that
So-
where you're? Is that
so
where?
it's off of your own judgment, which is
Okay.
kind of false
No,
narrative anyway.
I have my philosophy on what's ethical as long as you're not harming it. I can do all of that, but I'm asking you,
Okay.
where do you guys base your ethics? Why would it not be? Why for you is it unethical to do?
More-
If we did a
Morals.
poll,
Yeah, morals based on
hold on.
where?
If we did
Based
a
on
poll, right,
religion.
for
Oh my
everyone in here,
God.
that kids had a family about porn, what would they say?
So
No, be honest. Yes or no?
is what's considered
No,
ethical
I'm
what
asking-
most people believe?
I'm asking a
It's
question.
called an appeal to
No, no.
popular belief. This is a
Question-
fallacy.
Question
Oh
for
my
you.
God.
Yes.
We did a poll. Yes or no? It's quite ethical.
Okay.
What would they say?
If we did a poll 500
This is
whatever years ago and we said, is the earth flat? More people, does that make it true? True is true.
No. I'm talking about right
Just answer
now,
the question.
this
Oh my God,
year.
in court.
Yes or
Where?
no? No, here, right now.
Here, if it's ethical, I actually don't know. Would people say it's unethical or ethical? I don't know. Probably more people
I
just
think,
make a
yeah,
vote.
to be honest, I
Raise
think
your
it's,
hand if it's ethical.
Did
If
you-
not, no.
Raise your hand if it's ethical to be
Yes.
on OnlyFans.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
I think it's perspective. It's unethical. Sorry, it's unethical because of the society that we live in.
That doesn't mean it's wrong. The
Right.
society can be wrong,
So-
right?
so you
Just
want
like
your
it's wrong
daughter and
about
son
you
to
guys.
Wait, the society that we live in, which is one of the most progressive societies, most liberal societies, even in the United States, if you polled most people, they would say, yeah, pornography is kind of
And
unethical.
15 years ago, if we polled people on gay marriage, people change.
even race.
Yeah.
True. Black people were fucking
Gay
in
marriage,
slaves.
that's a whole other
We
conversation.
can-
No,
it's
but
back
I'm
and
saying
forth.
people's societal perceptions
but-
change, and things
we're
are
taking
true or
it
they're
too
not true.
far.
It doesn't
That's
matter
true.
how
We
many
can go back
people.
and forth on this topic
Yeah.
here, but like,
Well,
just
I mean, you're trying to argue that pornography is ethical. I would argue it's not ethical.
And
I
what
think
are you
most
basing
people,
it?
and
Unfortunately,
most
it's
people would
unethical.
agree
Yeah,
that
but
pornography
it's
is not
unethical.
ethical. It's not
It's-
appropriate in most situations. It's most people would not agree.
Okay,
that
so you're
pornography
saying
is
it's unethical because most people agree with you. Okay, that's not an
It's
actual
also-
legit. That's a layup
In
outside.
generalities, it's not.
taking into account
Unfortunately, it's
religion,
unethical.
people's
Right.
moral compass, people's
So,
actual
I get it. Most
preference,
people agree.
people's
Yes.
kids, people's
Yes.
lives. That whole
So
Put it together?
if you're going
No.
to say that it's a logical fallacy by popularity, then tell me why it is ethical then.
I'm saying it's ethical because it doesn't harm anybody else. It's a personal autonomy decision. I don't think sex is bad. I don't
There's
think
ED.
sex.
What?
I
there's
don't
people that are rely on that.
Okay, so
only.
if I had a
They can't
if I had a liquor store, is having a
That's
liquor
true.
store unethical? Because some people are alcoholics and they're selling.
that could be unethical.
Yeah.
Though. Like if you're growing up, like your parents are
100%.
both like alcoholics.
No.
That could be,
If
like,
I owned,
unethical because then you're showing it exposure in kids or whatever.
if I ran a donut, if I had a donut shop, donuts are bad for you. Is that unethical? If I ran a liquor store, is that unethical? Or are
Maybe
some
a liquor
people?
store-
and there are laws.
Probably, yeah.
That,
This is great.
no. To your argument, liquor stores have to close right at a certain time.
There's
Most of them.
regulations.
Yeah, and I
now.
have regulations on
regulations.
OnlyFans. I can't bring. I have
What
to.
about the
every-
consumers? That
yeah,
keep
on
consuming it?
OnlyFans, if anyone else wants to be in my content, they have to send an ID. They have to send a consent form. They have to show they're over 18. There's regulations there too.
We're talking about porn in
It's like-
general.
Yeah, I'm talking about I think OnlyFans is the most ethical way to consume porn.
People are
It's still
jacking
porn.
off on
Maybe
watching you when you
come.
sign
Like,
up. You just need to click
It's
agree
still
or
porn.
So
something,
unethical.
and that
It's
lets you be on
because
it.
other people think that. I just think you guys shouldn't be the one arguing that ethics should be correlated with popular belief.
Because of what we do.
No, because and that does one because it's not true. Claims are false or true. It doesn't matter how many people believe them.
Bro,
Right?
Are you for real right now?
I'm being for real. So you guys, a lot of people disagree with you, but you still think you're right. And I'm not saying the reason you're wrong is because most people disagree with you. It's not why you're wrong at all, because that doesn't what most people believe. Just like most people used to believe the Earth is flat and it wasn't. That didn't make it true. Either things are true or they're not true. So if you're talking about ethics, which is different than the Earth is flat, right? Because that's a different type of fact. Then we need to be able to ground ethics. What makes what I do unethical? Is it just because people agree with you? Because that isn't how you make a valid
It's a
claim.
combination of
That's
things.
not a conclusion.
And that
This
is a
show is
factor.
an incorrect LSAT question.
So what makes it ethical then? You're saying because you're not hurting anyone, that's what makes it ethical?
Because I'm choosing to do something with my body that isn't hurting anyone. Now, if some person, I guess, isn't going on a date because he's watching me jerk off, I don't think that makes what I do unethical. If you're saying what I'm doing
so
is
your
unethical,
basis is as long as you're not hurting anyone, it's ethical.
I think with sex, and I don't correlate modesty or sexual purity with morals because I see no link to it. If you have a link to it, please let me know, because I like this topic. I'd love to talk about it. What is it about sex and OnlyFans and porn that makes it unethical? I'm saying I don't see anything. To me, for something to be unethical, it has to harm.
It does harm
I
people.
think I don't
Does
like
harm.
porn.
You put it in front of
Also,
children.
I mean, does she show those videos to
I
the
mean,
parents?
so then-
It's crazy.
Sex is
There's
sacred.
statistics
Just because
about
you
it.
expose it to people doesn't mean it's
Well,
right.
sex
Yeah.
is sacred. Why? Because you said so, because your God said so, because you guys. I mean, what
I mean,
exactly?
that's respecting people's religion, I guess, because
No,
people
but-
believe that sex,
but
sex
again,
is.
but I'm not religious.
Exactly, you don't have no ethical
but
ground.
because you're
Like,
atheist, you have
Yeah.
no foundation to for any of your claims.
That's
I'm
even
not-
scarier.
That's my foundation. So I'm saying, like, just like if you had a liquor store, and if I had a liquor store, some people are alcoholics. You can say, oh, that's so unethical. Alcohol harms people. So should there be no liquor stores?
That's
Are they
like
doing?
Satanist.
Does your mom?
I mean,
No, hold
you
on.
have no soul,
That's
bro.
like Satanists, right? They believe that as long as you don't harm anybody, it's okay. But by that logic, that's saying anything can go. Because if you don't harm somebody, that doesn't mean it's right.
No, so if
so-
it doesn't harm anybody, I think it's fine.
Do you
but
think
once
your
again-
mom and your dad like watching you?
I don't live for my mom and my
you have
dad.
Okay, but that's still your family. You don't
Sorry.
care about them.
Do you play
Of
their
course I care about
videos?
them. We still have a good
Okay.
relationship. They're not happy with my decisions, but
Arguing
if you
that
want to
porn is,
live, if you want to
is
live for
ethical,
your
like,
friends,
You
and
said you're not
family-
hurting anybody. You're hurting your mom and your dad.
yeah, but if
shit.
okay, so if someone was
Damn.
gay,
Your
if someone was
daughter-
gay,
Their foundation is not
if someone
even
was
stable, bro.
gay
If
and they're
you're-
hurting their parents, should they not be
No,
gay?
but
What
if
if
you're
you-
not
if your
gay,
daughter-
you're-
I mean,
But
she's
yeah,
just
yeah,
putting
but
herself.
if your
She doesn't want
metric
porn
is
to the point
hurting
that she
your
makes it
parents, you
seem
can hurt your
bad
parents.
because she's making
I'm
it. Like, that's the
personally-
only thing.
We
This is
can hurt our
Super Saiyan
parents
Coke.
by just not
Yeah.
being lawyers, doctors, and engineers. We're already hurting our parents. So it's
All
what
right,
was
you
your
had something
question?
that you want to say?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go for it.
If your daughter, because you're so perfect.
I am
If your daughter, okay, because her frontal lobe. If your daughter
prefrontal.
came up to you and said, "Hey," and she said, "Let's say she's my age."
Okay.
And she goes, she could choose a wonderful career path, right? Or she decides to do pornography, and you're like, and I'm like, "Hey, mom, I want to do pornography. Are you gonna think it's okay?"
I'm gonna say my only goal for having children. I don't bring children to this world to make me proud. All I want for my children is that they're happy.
Okay,
they're
but
healthy.
I am
and they're-
18 right
Yeah,
now.
if pornography is how she's gonna be healthy, happy, go for
Wait,
it.
will it make her happy in the
Asking
future?
for
No.
that.
It makes you happy. It makes you happy.
What? A girl that's
You're on a
poor.
very
That's
long
just not
road.
true.
I'm sorry.
Pornography is
I've
not
heard
gonna
that.
make
But
you
it's
A lot of,
happy.
sex
a lot of women
exposed,
that
it's
are
not the same
involved
thing.
in pornography, etc., end up being really miserable as they get older.
And
it
lawyers
hurts their ass.
are the
I mean,
unhappiest.
she already
They are
seems
constantly
kinda
ranked as the
miserable at doing
unhappiest profession of
over and
like
over and over
a lot of jobs are like that. Now,
Really?
it's not for everyone. Not every lawyer is miserable. Not every
Yeah,
porn
but it's
star
not
is
going to
miserable.
have the same long-standing damage and effects to your ability
Your
to find
reputation
someone,
crushes.
your reputation, etc. Like,
I think those are all great points, and that's why when girls ask me should they do this, I don't tell them, yeah, go for it. It depends on your values. It depends if those are the kind of men you would want anyway. It depends on the individual. But for some people, like me, it is the right decision.
Wait, but if it's so ethical, why does that matter?
because like you said, society. No,
Yeah,
what does that
you're
even
done,
mean?
man. You're done.
Society does care. So if you care about society, that's something that that doesn't make it unethical. Just like being gay, in my opinion, I don't know what you guys think, isn't unethical. But if someone was like, oh, I don't know if I should come out, and back in the day it was more stigmatized, and I was like, hey, yeah, I don't know if you should come out because there could be negative consequences. Doesn't make what you're doing unethical, though.
Let's agree. to
that's
disagree
crazy
here.
that you like you think pornography is ethical. I mean, that's fine,
Yeah.
but to put us in the same, because we say terrible things about women. I don't think we necessarily say terrible things about women. We say unflattering realities and truths about women that society doesn't necessarily want to admit, but people know that it's true. On the other hand,
A lot of people don't think it's true.
like, we're able to save lives from telling guys the truth about how the world really works when it comes to women. You're not saving lives by getting fucked on camera.
Well, I do. That's the thing. I don't just do that. Like, I talk about all this. I recommend books. People text me message me all the time about like a lot of ways I've impacted them too. Just like people message you. What I'm trying to say is that the same way that a lot of the stuff you say, a lot of people disagree with. Corporate America would want nothing to do with you more than they would want to do with me. That doesn't mean what you guys are doing is wrong.
We
That
never argued about corporate America.
Yo, you said that because corporate America thinks I'm unethical, that they're unethical.
Example, your own life. Listen,
Having difficult conversations that might have some controversial takes on it because of political correctness is not the same as getting fucked on camera.
Yeah, but getting
It's not
fucked
at
on, I
all.
think getting
Not
fucked
at
on
all.
camera is unethical because it's political. It looks bad on the firm. But if you actually ask all the lawyers I worked with, they were like, oh yeah, they don't have an actual
They
moral
wanna-
issue.
because
with
they're
it. No, they're women and they're men and they're like literally. That's what I'm saying. And they
They're
don't.
not going to tell you to your
your
face,
face.
like, yo,
Okay, for
that's
instance, I was just on a
unacceptable.
podcast with 2 Texas attorneys who found me on the Texas Attorney Facebook page, and they were like, all the comments were positive. Do all the
They're
people in the
definitely
comments
talking
want
bad
to fuck?
about you behind your back.
Oh,
bro.
Okay.
Like, are they doing pornography?
I just said it's a decision that it's good for some people, it's bad for other people. For me, it made
it's
sense.
not, so
It's
it
not
is
good for
ethical
every-
then.
It's
So
ethical.
it's not then.
It's ethical for people to make a personal choice. You said it's unethical, and the example you gave was because my job would have a problem with it. Any job that would have a problem with me doing OnlyFans has a problem with you too as well. So that's obviously not a metric for
We're
what's
not making
right.
an argument that we're ethical.
Again, we're not.
You're the one
Myron,
making the argument saying that.
please.
I'm saying it's
Can we
not
wrap this
unethical.
up, please? This is too much. I just
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
it's sorry.
What happened?
My
What?
head's
too much.
beeping.
Can we wrap this up?
Yeah, I mean, like it's
Wrap what up?
This whole stupid conversation.
I mean, if it's stupid, you're free to leave at any time.
I want to because this is just not going to end.
Okay, feel free to leave.
all right.
Bye.
All right.
It's too much, bro.
Okay, no worries. They'll escort you out.
Yep. No, well.
But yeah.
Okay.
So I think at this point, we can agree that it's not ethical, but we'll let you have that one.
we're not agreeing, but
I low-key wanna high-key wanna hear like I think some things you're saying are very valid, but I also like kind of want to hear like more of the other girls.
yeah, I
too.
agree. Sure, we can do that.
Kill me. I mean, if you want to talk, if they don't want to, yeah, don't have to.
Let's go.
The
Chats.
comment was about me. That's why.
I know. Yeah.
45
That,
minutes
yeah,
ago.
that definitely is not your fault.
Every comment has been.
just
I am
wondering-
bar
Oh
certified.
my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah,
this
they're all
fake
about me.
blur that is not bar
I
certified.
can show you guys my. I'll show you guys my bar card.
Intelligence. She has brain damage. I am not saying this to be mean. Something is broken in the mind. Any idiot can get a
That's
JD.
first of all not true, and I am bar certified.
All right. She literally just wants to argue. She saw the ability to be in front of an audience and argue. Please don't let her suck the show. So annoying. Nobody cares. Female destiny. I promise you, nobody
You
cares.
paid $20 to write that.
Too late.
A flying raptor goes. This paralegal chick needs to understand the average male income in the U.S. is $38.5K to $38,500 per year. 38.5K. 75 to 80% of women on this show have all said they wanted a guy who makes six figures. She's not in touch with reality.
Me or someone else a paralegal? Because I never said any.